Kelly.
Welcome, strangers, to the show. I'm the one who should be lying low, so the knives out, turn my back, heard the train coming, stayed right on that track in the middle.
Paul has that great concept of oral history being told one way, and that's through song. But when you go back 150 years, everybody's culture around the world virtually was carried through song and through storytelling and dance, art, music.
I think personally Paul's a bit of a slippery fish because of his complexities. He really is not an open book, and kind of the way to Paul is through his songs.
Paul is a fiction writer in the medium of songs, and he writes very personal songs. But he crafts the songs in the same way that a fiction writer does, in that he creates a new story.
His voice covers everyone, you know, from a guy in jail to, you know, an addict to a woman looking after her kids, being left by a husband to, you know, to Aboriginal people, to a hobo living under a bridge. I mean, he gets inside the head of these people that he talks about and tells the story from their point of view.
I mean, he's endlessly curious about human beings and the way they tick. And when you are that and you turn that into being a great observer and a great listener, you get great material.
If you borrow something, it's quite obvious that you borrowed it, but if you steal something, a good thief will hide it or absorb it somehow.
It's a modern day bard, you know? Australia's own. Paul Kelly, I reckon, anyway. And, you know, we need a good bard. You know, it's been an old tradition to have a bard, you know, a poet.
I think it's the love songs that define him. You know, he is the romantic poet in song. And there isn't practically an aspect of love that he hasn't written about.
Paul's always been really ambitious. I mean, I think he's one of those guys, he wanted to be as good as his heroes, you know? He wanted to be a great songwriter.
Evening. Everybody good?